Oh, welcome to the next video. Kennedy Ranges, I guess. And what a bloody night this has been. Fletcher's Crossing. If you haven't already, check out the last video to see how we got here. Fletcher's Crossing, but this is just a bloody perfect little stopping for the night. Free camp on the side of the river. Absolutely no one come through last night. A couple of cows carrying on, and the birds started about 6 o'clock, but this is just beautiful, this spot. So today's, I guess, agenda is pack everything up, have a quick cuppa, quick brekkie, and then hit the road. Head over towards Kennedy Ranges and, well, see what I can see along the way there. Well, 20 minutes later and I'm done, packed up, checked everything, picked up everything and ready to go here. Happy days. But Fletcher's Crossing, this is a top spot. If you're on the Mount Augustus trek, Kennedy Ranges trek, this is certainly one of the places you want to stay. There's camp spots up there, a couple of tables, a little bit far away from the river, but a lot deeper, I'm pretty sure, the river there. And then where I was, down there, right on the river, plenty of room for camping. And the bird life's bloody incredible. Plenty of galahs knocking about. Pink and grey, there's white cockatoos. Some sort of hawk or something in the tree up the back there. And loads of little birds knocking about. Anywho, top spot, but moving on. Hitting the road, heading towards Kennedy Ranges, and I'm not too sure what to see. There's not a lot on wiki camps heading from here to Kennedy Ranges. Even on Kennedy Ranges, there's not really that much, but I guess we'll see what we can see. Let's get into it. So I've still got 100 k's to the Kennedy Range National Park, 97, but we're at a bit of a crossroads here where we're rejoining the wool wagon pathway. There is still more wool wagon pathway heading that way up towards Exmouth, but this way takes us all the way back to Gascoyne Junction, and I think there's a couple of other stops, maybe 2 or 3 other wool wagon pathway stops, so we may as well check them out as we pass through them. But everything's going good, starting to get a bit overcast. But you get that. Anyway, keep on cracking. So first little stop back on the wool wagon pathway is, it's just a little creek, Burrathunty Creek. Not a lot going on here, but there is a little board here. Mystery of a missing man. The mystery of Patrick Mead Bohan, who disappeared here in 1982 without a trace. Packed up his car from Geraldton, load of water, motorbike, everything to come prospecting out this way, as he was fairly familiar with this area. He'd worked on the local station and was due home before Christmas, I believe. Christmas came and went and he just didn't turn up home. Whole search party came out, found his car, found everything of his, just not him, which was pretty unusual from what people are saying. He was within, I think, 2 miles of a windmill and body's never been found, which is a little bit weird for someone that knew the area, but yeah, different. Anyway, we'll keep on moving because these flies are starting to get horrible again. Hello? No, you don't want to talk to me. See you later, mate. So my last little stop here before we hit Kennedy Ranges is a little wool wagon pathway stop. Plenty of bird crap on it, but get over that. Mount Sandeman, which is straight out there in the background there. And a little information panel. I did have a quick read of it before. But essentially, Francis Gregory explored this area in 1846 and paved the way for this area to be developed for pastoralism. Mount Sandeman became a station in the late 1800s, and the homestead became a popular point for social gatherings of local pastoral families. Tennis games, dances and sing-alongs around the piano were common events at Mount Sandeman in the early 1900s. In 1973, the station was absorbed into the neighbouring Mini Creek station and has since been run as an out camp. So interesting little story there. Can't really see that much. No out camp, no station or anything, but there is a track just down there heading out to it. Anyway, time to keep on moving. It's about 10 o'clock. I've got to get to Kennedy Ranges. I don't know how far it is away from here, but the wind's picking up and I'm hoping this cloud cover is going to stay all right for us. So I've come to a little point just coming into the Kennedy Range National Park, but there is a sign there saying Kennedy Loop Road. Another one just up the back, Kennedy Range Campground, Temple Gorge, Honeycomb Gorge, 23 kilometres ahead. The Kennedy Loop Road doesn't show up at all on HEMA maps. It shows up on Wikicamps when you zoom right in. Never heard of it before, never seen it or anything. I'm sort of thinking, do I go for that? Because it does skip Temple Gorge and Honeycomb Gorge, and it looks like it goes all the way up to the top of the ranges and then comes out on the western side, which I'm starting to think it may be a more interesting drive, more scenic route as well, and less people, even though there's barely anyone on the roads here. I doubt there'll be anyone in the campground, but I'm just thinking I might go down there and pop out the western side, only because I haven't done it before, and I really do like the western side because it's very remote. There's just nothing out there, and it's no sign of people, no sign of anything. The more I talk about it, the more I'm thinking I'm going to go down there. So yeah, why not? I'll go down it. We've got everything. We've got a PLB. Everyone knows where I am, Kennedy Range area, but let's get into it, I guess. We'll go and do the Kennedy Loop Road and see where it takes us. Because there's also another thing is there's nothing on Wikicamps. There's no pictures and there's no anything. Yeah, let's do it. If we do pop out and have enough time to come back and do these walks, yep, 100% we'll do them, but I think we're going to be strapped for time here. We might have to come back to Kennedy Range, which I'm not going to argue with because I bloody love it. It's a beautiful spot, Kennedy Ranges. But let's do it. Let's get in there. So I've come along the track probably about 15 k's and there is nothing. There's nothing on HEMA. It's now gone off of the Wikicamps map. There's out of 4 maps I've got nothing at all. There's still signs. There's new signs about what is it, the little tourist and the arrow, the tourist drive arrow. There's those new signs, but nothing else really. And by the looks of it, there's only a couple of tracks, which I think that'd only be the Dampier-Bunbury natural gas pipeline tracks, I guess the field workers. But I'm just going to keep following these tourist signs. But have a look at this. We've come across a building or an out camp or some sort of thing, and there's a load of crap over there, a lot of rubbish and everything, which I might actually go for a drive over. But there's just nothing at all, no information, no nothing. Which is a bit of a shame actually, because you pay all this money for HEMA Explorer and HEMA Maps or whatever, and this is, yeah, nothing at all. So by the looks of it, these are the signs that I'm following here, and there's the other ones, the little tourist ones, but by the looks of it, it was an old shearing shed, and then that may have been the rubbish dump down there. So another old wool shed like we saw in the last episode. Where was it? Cobra, I believe it was Cobra wool shed. But no information, no signs, no nothing. A lot of crap everywhere as well. I'm guessing they used it as a dump as well. But hey, interesting little spot. On we go. And if it wasn't for the wind, I'd probably have the drone up to see if I could see anything else sort of around this area, but it's just blowing a gale, so I probably did make the right choice to not climb up Kennedy Ranges, just because it's so windy. Anyway, on we go. So how's that? By the looks of it, we're starting to climb up as well onto the top of this ridge line, which should head that way and turns into Kennedy Ranges. This should be still part of Kennedy Ranges, but it's not in the national park. As for the track, not many people have been using this track at all. You can see where people have got bogged in the mud and they've been stuck there for a while by the looks of it. You can still see the last couple of people that have come through. They're little tracks. You can sort of make out the tyres as well. So I don't think it's been too long since someone's come through here. But there is just nothing out here, absolutely nothing. Barely even a track on the maps. It sort of disappears and then comes back. But some bloody stunning scenery. And I can't wait to get up on top of that ridge as well. Hopefully there's some better scenery up there. Well, we've made it up on top of the big ridge line. And the edge is just over here, but how's this view already? Bloody beautiful. And it looks like someone's had a little campfire there as well. Look at that. I'm a bit worried as well about the cloud cover coming in. There is a front coming, but it's not supposed to be hitting here. It's supposed to be sort of, well, south of Carnarvon. Hopefully it's just cloud cover. If not, if it does start to rain, and I'll sort of look at the map and just either head back or try and get out of here. So I don't really want to be caught in here when it's raining. This track really makes you think as well. So if you were to take, I don't know, 20, 30 steps off the track, you'd probably go close to being the first person that's ever set foot out there. Just incredible. There's just nothing out here. And you say things like that, and then there's an old busted, crusty old fence running through here. Literally on the edge of a cliff. Right, we've come across something here. White stacks. Nothing on Wikicamps, nothing on HEMA. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder about Department of Parks and Wildlife here. Is this just not finished? But that sign looks pretty old. Don't know what's going on with this track. But, oh, look at that. White stack's all right. So a nice little spot, but we're not staying. And it's also weird as well that this isn't in the national park, yet that little board's at the front there. They're usually national park boards. I don't know, it just seems like they've started making it and either haven't finished making it or started making it and just haven't really put it out there because it's so remote. Well, this goes to show the last time someone came through this track. Oh mate, you're gonna have to get off. Really don't want you on here. Ugh. So we're just got to watch out for old mate there, but this is the Escarpment Lookout. It's marked on Wikicamps, but there's no sign or anything, so I think someone's just put it on there. A couple of little campfires, nothing special. Still not in the park, I believe. Have a look at that. Oh. Yeah, bloody incredible spot to camp. If the wind wasn't here, I'd think about it, but too windy and it's only 2 o'clock, so keep on going. Just got to watch out for old mate here. Well, by the looks of it on the map, we are sort of heading away from the eastern side and all these, well, cliff faces over here, heading west, which is sort of a good sign. The road's starting to flatten out a lot as well, and we're going a little bit quicker, but yeah, this is just bloody beautiful. A great track. Four-wheel drive only, definitely four-wheel drive only. Some sections that we're lucky to even get above 20 kilometers an hour, but happy days here. Sun was trying to come out, still looks like it's trying to come out, but this wind isn't holding up one bit, which is a pain because I'd love to get the drone out and fly it around. There's just so many spots that I can see that this little camera can't see. A drone would have been bloody excellent. Anywho, we'll keep on moving. I'm smack bang on top of Kennedy Ranges, and so far it's been all right. It's been pretty quick across the top. Got threatened with a little bit of rain, but that's sort of out that way behind me. Shouldn't really bother us, touch wood. I know for a fact down in the western end there is the Gascoyne River, which that takes a lot of rain to flood. That sort of is in the back of my mind. If they get a lot of rain out there, the water's going to be coming through, but it shouldn't. That'll take a while, I'm pretty sure. It'll take a while. So that current plan is to pretty much race down there, get in front of this weather and get across that river, try and find somewhere to camp. It's 2:30 now, plenty of time, but still bloody windy out here. We've come across a little, I don't know if this is a geocache or a whatever it is where you write your name, but there's also one of these over here. Kennedy Range T.D 7305, start 1.2.66, finish 23rd of the 1st 67. So I'm not too sure what that all means. If it shows up on camera there, I'm hoping it does. There's a load of different bits down there. And this pile of rocks. So interesting, no information or anything. Hopefully there's something in this little box. Ah, there we go. A couple of geckos. So that's really good. Little box with, you can write your name, do everything really. Some comments. So I'm going to chuck one in there, chuck a couple of stickers in there as well. But 2nd to the 5th, 22 was the last person. It is the 12th of the 5th, 22 now. So 10 days ago, 2 utes, great scenery, east to west. We're doing the same. 1 Prado, east to west. Bloody happy with that. So I'll get all my details in here and we'll keep going. So that's it. We'll move on out of here, and no information on wiki camps here about this little spot or that little, not too sure what it is. Something that's got a bit of history behind it. But yeah, just nothing on wiki camps or anything. Anywho, keep on trucking and get down to the bottom of this hill. This must be the peak actually, you'd think. Maybe. So this western side, really slow going already. Absolutely stunning scenery, but this is what we got to get over. So I might drop the tyre pressures even more, right down to say, I don't know, 18 PSI, just to sort of make it a little bit easier on the tyres, and hopefully get over all this stuff. So a lot of scratchings and diggings and I guess remnants of mining all the way through here, which is interesting. Well, like I say, there's nothing on HEMA maps. They usually show little mines or abandoned mines. But yeah, just that a lot of people have been through here, looks like, scratching around looking for, I don't know, gold, whatever's out here, looking for something. I'm guessing that's what this road was probably built on, was old trucks and old, I don't know, dozers pushing through here, trying to find stuff. Have a look at that view. We're still on the way down, so we're not at the bottom of the western side, but it's a bloody beautiful view, this one. So it's getting very dark out that way. Luckily we're heading that way, but that's the way the wind's coming from, so I'm not sure if the wind's gonna, well, that's gonna catch up to us. We might get some rain, hopefully not, but we are now back on the HEMA maps now. It's somehow connected back up to one of the HEMA maps roads, so happy days there. With this rain though, I don't think we're going to be able to stop at any of the little points of interest we got coming up, which is a bit of a pain because they're bloody good little spots. They're little wells and springs and just sort of out camps. So if I get time, we'll stop, but I just don't think it's going to happen with that wind pushing that rain over the top of us. Which is a pain as well, because it was a beautiful day this morning. I was hoping I'd get over this side, be able to fly the drone around, the sun will still be out, but yeah, because it's a bloody beautiful side over here, but just not going to be able to do it. I have to come back and do it another time, I guess. Bugger. So the sun's trying to come out, which is good. But a bad thing is we're heading that way and the rain's gone around us and sort of beaten us there. Which is a bit of a pain. But we made it to our first little point of interest. This is Farrowwell. Pretty overgrown from the last time I was here. And no information board. I'm pretty sure there used to be a little information board. But it's a bloody beautiful little spot here. Surrounded by these big hills. And loads of little pens as well, where I'm guessing they used to pen all the sheep or cows up. As for that rain, that's a bugger that. I'm hoping it keeps pushing past, as I'm just going to keep heading that way. My plan was to make it to the Gascoyne River tonight and sleep there. I think I'm still another hour and a bit off. Not too sure how far it is, but just a bit worried about that rain. I'd rather be across the river before the rain drops. Don't know, that's me in my mind, but we'll keep going, I think. So first couple of drops of rain are starting to come in now, and certainly smells like rain. But it is 5:45 and I've got 18 k's to go to the river crossing. It is slow moving, so I don't know how long it's going to take us, but I'd rather be as close as possible to the river as I can. If not across it, I'd rather be across it, just in case of any flash flooding or anything, but we'll play that by ear. Yeah, I'd rather be across the river, to be honest. Not that I think that this rain's going to fill that river. It's definitely not going to fill that river. It'll just make it a bit tricky to cross it, really. I don't know, that's it. That's in my mind. I'd rather be across the river if rain's on the cards. So I guess I'll keep on moving, and all the rain's sort of stopped now, so it's a good thing. Well, managed to get dinner on just before the rain started to set in. Just some ribs on a low temperature there, so they've still got a while to go. But the main reason I want to get out of here pretty quick is because just in case these little creeks do flood, the plan of my sort of trip being out of Signal was I'll be back in Signal 3 o'clock tomorrow, and I'll ring up, let everyone know that I'm safe and sound, I'm back in Signal. So I want to stick to that. I don't want to get caught in these little creeks somewhere and have to spend the night, well, not tonight, but say spend tomorrow night and miss that phone call, and then all hell breaks loose. So I'd rather get out of here quicker than expected, and yeah, not get stuck in here and not have to have a search party come out here because I've missed that phone call. So I guess I'll keep on going into the rain. So I've made it to the crossing, and there's a little bit of water here at the start, which I'm pretty sure that's usual. I'm going to dip my toes in with the front wheels and see what it's like. But I've been bogged here before, and it's horrible, with the Goldstream on the back as well. And if I remember correct, I had to let the tyres all the way down to single-digit numbers. It was a bloody nightmare, but I don't know, we'll see how we go here. I'll just try it out with the wheels. Dip them in there. If not, looks like we're making camp just back up the hill a little bit there. It seems all right. Let's go. Oh yeah, easy. So this is about where I got bogged, I'm pretty sure. Ripper. Happy days there. Straight across, no problem at all. Dropped in and felt like hard ground, so. Well, everything's looking good. Just parked up under the little information bay here, but I'm glad I'm off that track. It's a load off my mind there. Now we're going to find a little free camp, which I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. I might just keep driving until the rain clears up a little bit. I don't really feel like setting up the tent in the rain. And, I guess I'll see how I go. Well, I'm not even going to try that. Wheels, they've just started spinning just by themselves, trying to leave this little parking base. I might pull over there. Looks like a little flat spot. Set everything up, and then go from there in the morning. I'm probably going to race back to Geraldton as well. Straight away, first thing in the morning. If I can't do all the filming that I wanted to do in there, well, today that I wanted to do, I might as well just race back home. I know a couple of boys want to go fishing, so I might as well race back for that and try and catch up with them, go fishing with them. But I'm going to end this video here, simply because I'm going to be flat out tomorrow, just driving 100 mile an hour. Yeah, a bit of a bugger, that one. I'm a bit disappointed that the weather came in like that. It was windy, couldn't really get the drone up, and the rain came in and just, well, gave me the willies, really. If it wasn't for the rain, I would have stayed out there the night and filmed pretty much everything tomorrow, and then slowly made my way home tomorrow, so long as I could ring Soch at 3 o'clock. But now that I'm out of there, I may as well just beeline it back to Geraldton tomorrow and try and catch up and go fishing. Anyway, I've got to set all this up. There's no point me filming it. It's pitch black. It's going to be horrible for me, nice and wet. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I guess we'll see you on the next one. That is Kennedy Ranges. I'll be back again because I missed out on so much that I wanted to see, which is a bugger, but it is what it is. Cheers for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Oh no, that is me done. No. Oh no, we are, well, we're right on top of 2nd to the 5th, 22 was the last person. It is the, but I think, God, that's bright. I don't know what to think.